It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Patriots under the lights on Thursday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams?
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And he's a young man who's always believed in his talents. Didn't have many offers out of high school, ended up at Houston Baptist and put up monster numbers. Decided to take the next step and go to Western Kentucky, and he did it again. Set NCAA records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a single season. Now the big jump to the NFL. This guy's like a very skilled point guard. Knows how to deal and put the ball in the proper place with every throw.
13 yards on the game's opening play. First and 10, Zampi on the move to his left. He'll get this to Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. Now inside the 25. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown.
Damn. Look at it, big and shit.
Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. And he will get out of bounds and pick up the first down. So they catch the defense napping. And the fake spike works to move the chains. Zampi. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Throw left side complete to Smith-Schuster. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this one is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. This is taken around the 12. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run, Achane. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play fake, and now here's Zappy. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to pass. Tua. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set him down started. They need a 4-10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw caught by Achane. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Achane gets it from the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 31 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Zappi buying time to his left. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with a football. Tua now on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Jones. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Zappe and the Patriots come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Zappe now on 1st and 10.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Zappe, another shot on 2nd down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
A up the middle, Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strongest safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Tua going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
And now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a yard.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Zappi. He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay.
And oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Zappe and the Patriots come up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A dump off to Elliott. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Zappe in trouble, and he's going down.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now Zappe. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
They're going for it. Zappe looking to throw it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Tua.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. It looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll throw it on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're a field goal range, so you definitely want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this one is right through, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
One final shot before half for Zampi. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital. A big test for the Washington Commanders as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Out of the gun is again to Achane.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
1st and 10, Zampi.
Rolling to his right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Zappe back to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Zappe.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Zappe on 3rd and long.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down again.
Jalen Phillips now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
Here's Hill on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Achane on the counter.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
17 yards. First down, Miami.
Now Tua. Pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Zappe now on 1st and 10. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Zappe looking to throw it on fourth down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Here's Zappe.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From a yard out.
And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
Zappe's going to throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
And out come the Dolphins now.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd down, Zappe.
It got his man complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, here's Zappe.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Zappe throwing again here on second down.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, 30 yards.
And the Patriots have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has been a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Zappe to throw on 1st down.
Open man, the tight end Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll throw again with Zappe.
Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10. Once again, here's Zappe.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Zappe.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Ochin. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. Right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll pick up 10, but it will still lead to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Again, it's Zampi.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Going play action here with Zampi. This one to Bourne, and he's got it.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. A gain there of 21 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Zampi.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Another throw coming for Zampi.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And Zampi to throw.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Patriots put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, They've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Miami set to take over. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Keon White got in there for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll give this to Achane. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he had no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Jones on the return. They juked him. 56 yards the punt that time. 12 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Gardner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. That's taken in by Duvernay. A quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on the first throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Tua. It's deep for Duvernay. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. Again, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for the running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often. All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 30.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game. Has been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Throwing Tua.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Here's Tua.
And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final try for Tagovailoa.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sides.
Well, I'll see y'all later. I don't know when, but whenever I do, it'll be for the week 2 game against the Browns. But until then, Project Prism is